What next for Rahul Gandhi after the Surat Sessions Court has dismissed his plea for a stay on his conviction by a lower court? He can appeal in High Court against the disqualification, so he can move to the Gujarat High Court, which he is likely to do. And if the Gujarat High Court then dismisses his plea, move to the Supreme Court as well. He will try to overturn the conviction. Remember, that appeal is there before the lower court, or in fact stay the sentence. For the moment, it stands suspended. It's a long political and legal battle that Rahul Gandhi has to fight at the moment. So on two fronts, the disqualified Member of Parliament will be fighting. He can also, of course, go ahead and brazen it out with Gandhi's don't say sorry claim. Remember, he says, I'm not Savarkar, I will not apologize. Try to gain traction over the Adani issue, which of course stormed Parliament, and Rahul Gandhi continues to raise the issue. Try to emerge as a political martyr if the conviction stays. So many options, but what is going to work for Rahul Gandhi? He'll obviously be seeking legal advice as well. Politically, it's a completely different ball game that Rahul Gandhi will be in fact playing. Let's listen in to reactions that are coming in from political parties on this.
The appellant, convict, has failed to establish any rarest of rare case or the exceptional circumstances. Court has also taken into consideration the judgment of the Supreme Court which were advanced by us, as well as the judgment of the Honorable Gujarat High Court, that when it comes to MLA MP, they should be careful and they cannot claim any exceptional circumstances merely on the basis of they being MLA or MP. They should be treated at par with all the citizens of India. This is one of the consideration. Further, there is one more aspect, the legal issue which we have raised. Right to be elected is not a constitutional or common law right, but it is a legal right that is under the Representation of People Act. At the best, that is also taken into consideration. Under the Representation of People Act, there are certain guidelines, certain criteria about the moral and standard of MLA and MP for qualification, disqualification. That is also taken into consideration. Court has also taken into consideration the conduct of the accused, his status, and several other aspects which are necessary to decide any application under Section 389, subclause 1, that is for suspension of the conviction.
See, the issue is that we always repose our trust, confidence upon the Indian judiciary, and accordingly we are proceeding to get Rahulji rid of this kind of legal complications which entailed his disqualification from the Parliament. And the issue is that it was well anticipated, and that is why we are prepared from the day one to go to the last hog. So for resolve it, we will be moving upwards, no problem. From district to session, session to High Court, High Court to Supreme Court. Options are, available with us. Number of options are available with us, and we will be all exhausting all our options. And I think that certainly our judiciary will, will give their, verdict, which will, resolve the matter. Either it is, either Rahul Gandhi will be reinstated or Rahul Gandhi will be disqualified. No problem. We are ready to face any kind of consequences. Especially Rahul ji himself, he is a very stout and sturdy person. He is ready to face any kind of consequences whatsoever. He does not have even an iota of despondency. That must be cleared by all.
I see no reason why this sort of a judgment of a 2-year sentence should have been passed under the circumstances. The first example in the country. So I am not in agreement with the decision of the Sessions Court. That is my personal view, let us say. And party and Rahulji will take recourse to legal advice and proceed further.
Satyamev Jayate, the truth has prevailed once again. Now today, The question that must be answered by the Congress party is that will they say that this is vendetta politics even by the next court, which is a court of appeal in this case? Will they say that the courts have done vindictive politics against Rahul Gandhi? The fact is that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party believe that there is a separate sense of law and entitlement for the first family. They insult the OBC community, and instead of apologizing, instead of taking note of it and trying to say sorry to the OBC community, here you have the sense of entitlement that comes about, and therefore today the Gandhi family should be apologizing to the OBC community, and they must accept that they have been convicted by the first court, and the second court too has found no substance in their arguments.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Congress have confused themselves to be above the law. They think they are the judge, jury and executioner. Mr. Rahul Gandhi's argument of political vendetta or selective maligning has been outrightly rejected by 2 consecutive courts. If Mr. Gandhi's appeal or petition had any merit, then how come 2 courts have rejected this? It has become Congress's trait to cry wolf and shed crocodile tears, whether it is the allegation of misuse of agencies, whether it is the allegation of pressurizing the judiciary. I think today apology is demanded from the Congress camp for maligning the judiciary, maligning democracy and also insulting the OBC community.